ball field. He got up for headers, he fought for the ball, he fought to win it back. When he got it, he was intelligent with it, he took his chances. I mean, you talk about Pochettino making the changes that made a difference. I mean, if you're on that field and you see this guy running around for you, you can only follow his lead. And that's what they all did. And, you know, in some ways, I'm sure there'll be people say, well, why didn't Tottenham start the game like that? But you can't play for 90 minutes the way they played the second half. You know, Dele Alli, the amount of runs he made in the second half to get up late and join in with Llorente, and then the work that we're talking about, Lucas, you're talking about the same thing we saw on. You know, you can't expect teams to do that for 90 minutes. So they made the adjustment at the right time because for 45, they showed they can do it for 45.
I have no problem with Spurs' approach or starting the game a little bit cautiously. You're only 1-0 down. So you're really only looking for one goal. And what you don't want to do is concede early on and have the opposition on the front foot and have it all to play for. But you concede rather sloppily from a set piece, then you concede a second, and now you just have to throw all caution to the wind. So as much as you could sit back in hindsight and say, well, Spurs should have started this way, the sensible thing was to start as they did. You just don't factor in conceding
no coach
as you have.
No coach would have started the first half of the way.
Lucas Moura probably doesn't play if Harry Kane's fit. He's usually been the one to miss out, and Son plays and they work off him. In some ways, and I'm not for 1 minute suggesting they're a better side without Harry Kane, who's a fantastic striker, but certainly the dynamic of the team has changed because previously they had runners going off Harry Kane, be it Dele Alli or Son coming from wide, and now through injury and some personnel changes, they've had to go with two quick players through the middle, which was Son and Moura, which for a lot of the period's been a big threat for them, particularly with balls in behind. It got to a stage tonight where they had to get an extra body in there and Llorente to work off him, and I agree with Shaq. I thought he did a great job for what he is, and it's a great option to have. But, you know, I thought just the dynamic of how they've been able to approach the games without Kane, with the personnel, has changed, and we all know Moura had quality, but it's been subdued a little bit because of lack of continuity in terms of game time. But we saw the best of him tonight.
Well, what was incredible with comparisons to last night, obviously it was kind of done and dusted. There wasn't the late drama that we saw here, because at 2-2, we saw Ajax hit the post. We thought maybe just Spurs are just going to fall a little short. You know, we'd be talking here, brave performance in the second half. You know, they almost got it over the line. But then to score in the manner that Lucas did, just with so late on in the 96th minute.
It's pure desire. There's no other, excuse me, there is no other reason, after all the work that this guy's done in the game, that he can still produce a turn of pace like that and go past two defenders. He went through the middle of two defenders. And for the work he did in the game, to still have that desire to put himself forward and make that run, and then to have the composure at the end to finish it, I mean, that is world class.
But the first of what one you talking about?
The winner.
The winner.
I thought the first
the winner. Turn of pace.
I mean, it was. But how he got onto the one that Dele Alli reversed? Did he reverse it?
No, he didn't.
No.
Dele Alli did.
I don't know how Lucas Moura. Well, he got onto it because he was so quick. The first goal, and in many ways, the second goal was equally as good because Llorente misses the chance, or the goalkeeper makes the save, and all of a sudden it lands at his feet. He's got his back to goal. There's at least 5 Ajax players all around him. He managed to wiggle it, and I think in the end he nutmegged De Ligt. I don't think he tried to do it, but he squeezed it through the legs of De Ligt.